Welcome back to Ghoster Coasters, everybody. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about Top Thrill 2's extended closure after only a week of operation under its restraints. And we'll also talk about our guesses for the timeline of when it reopens. And what about Coastermania next month? Will the park have to change itinerary, or will Top Thrill 2 be open by next month? A huge shout out goes out to all of our channel members and Coaster Ghosts and producers of the channel for helping us put together all this content for you. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join the spooky community today. And if you haven't, be sure to check out our documentary on Top Thrill Dragster to Top Thrill 2, Race for the Sky. Now, let's get into Top Thrill 2, everybody.
The one thing that needs to be mentioned in addition to that is the quickness of the maintenance team to find this. Meaning not only is routine scheduled work being done adequately on rides at the park, but it also means the teams are not taking anything lightly, and when something seems off, they make sure to inspect it thoroughly, ensuring the safety of guests at the park. Again, we saw a lot of people asking if this ride was safe or if we felt duped. No, we did not feel duped. Yes, we do feel it safe and we would ride it again today. The maintenance team at the park is doing a phenomenal job ensuring safety for guests.
And Zamperla is likely spending every bit of resources working around the clock in order to fix this issue. A lot of people have asked why the trains weren't tested more before the opening of Top Thrill 2, and the answer is prototype testing for this would have been insanely pricey, as Top Thrill 2 is one of the fastest coasters out there, so replicating those forces would be hard to do, and unexpected variables would still come up when introducing the trains to the public operations, weight variations, full capacity operations, and so forth. We understand the questions being asked, but the team at Cedar Point and Zamperla are working to fix this as soon as possible. And thankfully, thanks to the Cedar Point maintenance team, the issue was caught before anything had a chance to happen.
Knowing we were Team Intamin at the start, the "it should have been Intamin" crowd online and in comments has been heavy, and we just wanted to point out that before Intamin built big and world record breaking rides, they too had only built small attractions. Aerodynamics built the Leap for 200 feet in Magnum XL 200, and before that, guess what? It had never been done. And even more interesting is the ride had modifications made to its turnaround, adding more bracing in the turn, and the drop before the turnaround was changed to not be as steep, moving the coaster track up a bit and adding a little trim to keep speeds down through the turn. So let's get into what people are saying is happening with Top Thrill 2 right now.
After posting that Top Thrill 2 would not open for the day on May 11th, Cedar Point released a statement on May 12th about the current status of Top Thrill 2, stating that the ride's manufacturer, Zamperla, was in the process of making renovations to the trains, or mechanical modifications, and that once the modification is complete, the teams at Cedar Point, Zamperla, and a third-party rides and safety inspector will resume testing and inspection of the ride. At this time, no opening date is known.
Many have wondered just how long the ride may be down and what's the cause of issue for Zamperla. As many users have pointed out, from Altoro Orion to theme park recommendations, many have speculated that the wheel bogies are the issue. On a roller coaster, the wheel assemblies are the point of contact between the cars carrying the riders and the track rails. Each wheel assembly typically consists of at least 3 wheels per assembly arranged in 3 positions: top, side, and under the rails, known as running wheels, side friction wheels, and upstop wheels.
Lots of rumors have been swirling at the internet surrounding the reason for the closure of Top Thrill 2, with a few users on X and YouTube posting explanations for what could have occurred, and we wanted to point something out very early on. While yes, the ride is closed for an extended time, it was safe for those who rode. We've been asked many times if we think the ride was safe, and like we said earlier, yes we do. A user on X helped explain it a little bit further and best so far to me, stating, while nearly everything was tested during initial engineering, it's hard to test for other variables that exist on the bones of someone else's old project.
He went on to discuss in-field monitoring for new manufacturing and guessed that the wheel assemblies are designed in a way where the spring-load guide wheels are not dampening the left-to-right motion enough during the launches, and the forces may be causing the assemblies to wear out sooner than expected. He explained this would make sense for the shimmy or shake that everyone was feeling during preview days and the first week of operation, but in hindsight, you can only test for theoretical capacities and physical capacities beforehand, and unexpected factors will come into play after, which is likely what happened with Zamperla and Cedar Point here.
So with all the buzz and excitement for Top Thrill 2 and Cedar Point, many are left wondering when to book their next trips to the park and wondering how long this extended closure could last. With the rumors that Zamperla may have to re-engineer a part for the ride's train, this could take a bit of time. We're sure Zamperla and Cedar Point are doing everything they can to get this open as soon as possible, so be patient with the park employees and ride's downtime, everyone. It will be amazing when it's back up and running. Zamperla is tasked with ensuring the new part holds up through testing and the season after reopening. Once the part is remanufactured, it can be sent off to Cedar Point to be installed and begin the testing phase. Once this happens, we'll see more exciting guests ascending on the point for park visits, and we cannot wait for the reopening of Top Thrill 2, which, speaking of,
on May 15th and 16th, guests at the park reported seeing test runs being done on the train, and many have speculated this to be more testing done for the process of re-engineering a part for the trains. El Toro Ryan released another video saying he heard the ride could potentially reopen as early as May 17th, and explained it would reopen with the part in question while going over how the design may have been flawed, and that the ride may reopen with the same part being swapped out at much less cycles completed than the ones on the train showing wear now, meaning it would be safe for guests to board, as engineers and teams at Cedar Point and Zamperla will have eyes on the coaster's operations at all times, maintaining the integrity of each ride's part. He also discussed how it may have just been a math problem gone awry, and that introducing riders to the ride may have had nothing to do with the early signs of wear on the components of the train. Time will tell, but we're hoping to see the ride reopen sooner than later.
Coastermania was announced a few days before the extended closure of Top Thrill 2, and many wondered as soon as we got confirmation of an extended closure, would the park have to change the itinerary and ERT for Top Thrill 2 at Coastermania? As of now, we have a small update there, as the park has added that Top Thrill 2 is down for now and they are not certain when it will reopen, stating the itinerary may change for the event. Those of you that love Coastermania know that one ride leaving the ERT for another isn't really that huge of a deal most of the time, but this is Top Thrill 2, so we understand it's a bit of a dang that stinks moment for everybody. With that being said, many are hopeful Top Thrill 2 is up and running by the time Coastermania rolls around, and we know those boat tours around the peninsula and Q&A sessions with Michael Mania are going to be fun regardless, so enjoy the event if you do go, everybody. We don't anticipate Top Thrill 2 being closed for a super long time, maybe a few weeks here, maybe less with the information coming out daily, but all of it is taken with a grain of salt for now. Until we see Cedar Point announce it is reopening, we just have to wait and see.
If you guys haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the spooky community today. We're racing towards 3,000 subscribers, thanks to all of you out there, and we can't wait for more days at the parks with all of you. Remember, this is all hearsay, and time will only tell on all of it, but we hope to see Top Thrill 2 running as soon as possible at the Amusement Park. Thanks for watching, and as always, thanks for being a part of our spooky community, and for Coaster Ghostin' with Ghoster Coasters.
Have a Six Flags day, everybody.
At America's Rock and Roller Coast.